How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Make Money Trucking. And I got some crazy, kind of bad news. And wow, how overpriced the used truck market is currently. It's kind of crazy. I'm going to show you some examples and some market reports. I'm part of Truck Paper. I'm on their email list, so I get market reports, and it's just crazy how overvalued trucks are, and kind of a little warning to some of you guys that are looking at buying trucks, kind of some things to be aware of in this current market, due to all the inflation and all the craziness going on and the overvalue of these trucks. So let's jump into it. I'll show you on my screen. All right, guys, so this is one of the market reports that I get, and it indicates 74.2% year-over-year auction value increase on late model used sleeper trucks. And this is crazy, just the amount. And this is kind of just an ad from Truck Papers going off. And here's some results here, and these are auction results. So I saw a report like this a few months ago, and they were talking about maybe 30 to 40% increase in prices, but this 74% is just crazy. I mean, that's 40% more than what I was anticipating. I had saw, about, like I said before, about 5-6 months ago, they were saying about a 30% to 40% increase. And I benefited from this a little bit, selling my glider. I sold it for about 20 to 25% more than what it was valued at, probably in the current market value. But I also bought it for a lot less money as well. All right, so I pulled up some results on Truck Paper. These are typically just the kinds of trucks that I look for. And I'm sure if I go into Peterbilt's, Kenworth's, Western Stars, Internationals, it's gonna be the same type of results. Now, just going down a list here, I just wanted to point out a couple of outliers. Like this truck right here, $63,000 for a 2015 Freightliner Coronado. It's got 580,000 miles. This truck's probably, I don't know, it's probably worth about 50. So it's about 25%. It's not horrible, but it's still a lot more than it should be. I mean, this here is pretty insane to me. It is a glider, so they're gonna try to hype it up, but it's got almost 1 million miles for $90,000, a 2015. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, it's just insanity. I mean, if it was 50,000, I could maybe see it, but almost 90,000 for almost 1 million miles, that's crazy. Going down the list here, I mean, this is a perfect example. 760,000 miles. That's a lot for $60,000. That's just crazy. I mean, that's just way too much money. But not picking on anybody here. Yeah, I don't have any affiliation with any sellers. I mean, I understand the market's crazy, so they're just doing what the market prices are reflecting right now, which I'm kind of going after the market. The market's crazy. Like, this truck is 90,000. It's got 550,000 miles. It's heavy spec. This is a good truck. This is a good truck at like 60,000, maybe 70, but 90 is way too much for it. And then a truck like this, 59,000 isn't too bad, but I would more or less see this truck at about 50. And it is 346,000 miles, so it's a lot lower mileage. So this one's not too horrible. And this one's kind of crazy. 100,000. It's got 227,000 miles. But yeah, I mean, I can go on and on. But you know, some of these trucks are just, you know, insane. I mean, 125,000. I mean, that's a glider right there. 115,000 with 420,000 miles. I mean, this would be like a 70 or $80,000 truck, literally a couple years ago, a year and a half ago. This is way too much. 70,000 for 550,000 mile truck. I mean, I bought mine. It's 2011 Coronado with 430,000 miles on it for 30,000. So less than half of what this truck is. So I guess that market report of 74% is almost accurate, but this is 110% increase, or probably about, I'd say this should be about a 45 to 40,000 truck. So this is a 100% market increase, doubling in price. A lot of these trucks here, there's definitely a company that sells a lot of these this spec of truck a lot with this setup, and they're usually $40,000 for a truck of this nature, maybe 45 or 50. Well, they're actually getting 63. But yeah, I just wanted to show this you guys. A lot of you guys might know this, but yeah, it's crazy right now. That's why you know, if you can wait it out a little bit and maybe buy a new truck, if you can wait the 6 months to get it, is, I think, the better route to go. Just because there was a couple trucks in here that were trying to find them. I don't know if I've seen any newer trucks. That's Australia. But there was like a 2018 with 300,000 miles on it, and they literally wanted about $120,000 for it. And for $150,000, $155,000, you can get a brand new truck. So therefore, it's kind of not worth it to get a used truck when you get a brand new one for, you know, $30,000 more. I mean, it's already $120,000, and it's got 300,000 miles on it. So, but yeah, I think the better bet is to look for potentially a new truck than overpaying for a used truck, definitely. So I just showed you some crazy examples of some used trucks that are seriously overvalued. And I get it with all the inflation and whatnot, that might be what the market is reflecting or dictating right now. But the thing I wanted to make a lot of people aware of is be careful, because right now with prices, with the crazy prices being able to be asked for, there's gonna be a lot of crap and trash out there that wasn't worth anything, like say a $20,000 truck, but now because of the crazy truck prices, that same truck, they can just, you know, mask it up, put some lipstick on a pig example, and you know, try to get $50,000 or $60,000 out of it, because a good example would maybe sell in this market for 50 or 60. So they'll take a crappy $25,000 truck and go and put some new rims, wheels, tires, maybe do a quick spray job on it, and try to get top dollar. Especially in these times, I've seen a lot of trucks that are garbage trucks because there's such low inventory right now that a lot of that garbage that was probably left over from a year or two ago, well, now with the crazy prices, these people are selling them, these dealers or, you know, used truck sellers can now invest like $5,000 into it to make it look really good, to hopefully fetch, you know, double what they were asking for a couple years ago. I have seen a couple of these examples of trucks that were selling for about $25,000 or $30,000, and now they're asking about $60,000 to $65,000. And I didn't catch it at first. So I was like, wow, this truck looks a little bit different. But I'm on Truck Paper all the time. I'm looking for trucks nonstop just to pass the time while I'm at work, or waiting, loading, unloading, doing my loads or whatnot. So be careful out there. Wow, the market is crazy right now. I would definitely suggest, like I said when you were on the screen, try to get a new truck, or just hold out, be patient. Do not jump on the first thing you see. I would strongly advise, if you find a truck for sale, go check it out, go look at it, see it. Man, they're passing off a lot of garbage right now. There is just, I mean, they're asking prices for these trucks that just is not worth it. Even with inflation, the trucks shouldn't be this much. I mean, they shouldn't cost, but they're asking, for a $50,000 truck, they're asking for $80,000. With inflation, I get it, let's say 10 or 15% more, a $50,000 truck should maybe be $60,000, not $80,000, but because of the lack of inventory and all that stuff. You guys know the story. Just kind of trying to, put it out there. Be careful out there. Do not rush to buy a truck without looking at it, doing your homework, doing a VIN check on it, doing a VIN verified, a rig dig, all that stuff, Carfax to see if it's been an accident. But right now I can see a lot of desperation with these truck sellers out there. They couldn't sell the crap they had, they couldn't sell it, but now there's a lack of inventory. Nobody has trucks, so now they're just throwing some bubble gum and duct tape on it and then spraying over it, and they're gonna trick a lot of people out there. And a lot of unfortunate guys are going to pay way too much for it. So just be careful of that. And hopefully you guys find this informative. And I will see you on the next one. Thanks.